Welcome to Great Gadgets and Gear. Thanks for stopping by. If you are new to my channel, go check out some of my past videos, see what you think, see if you like it, consider subscribing. Give us a like, share the video, come up with some suggestions or comments, or just say hi. Okay, so for my current subscribers, I'm going to update you at the end of this video as to what's going on. Or new subscribers or new people, if you want to know, stick around. If not, this way you can just watch the video. Okay, so what you see in front of you is a mini carbon monoxide detector. So I came across these on Amazon. It's a 2-pack for 17 bucks. And they're really nice and compact. So they're perfect for me for travel, whether I stay in a hotel or when I go camping, because I tend to rent cabins. Or anywhere you want to have peace of mind. You're in a tight enclosed tent, or usually you have ventilation in those, I hope. But any place you need peace of mind for carbon monoxide, detection, because, serious implications there. So anyways, this thing is so tiny. It's 2.5 by 2.5 and about 1 inch high. They take 3 AAA batteries in each one. We'll get you a close-up here. Focus. Okay, come on. Alright, so here's the little vent that does the reading. This is your little test button. Here's your screen. Don't paint this, keep this open, clean. You have some more venting here. And then here's your back panel to open up and put your batteries in. You can see I got rechargeable ones in there. So it takes 2 AAAs. Alright, so how this works. The screen does not light up unless it detects something. So once a week you press the test button, it lights up green, and it shows you what the parts per million are. Can you get a better, there we go. So now if there are some minimal parts, say 32 or something, this will light up, it'll show you the parts per million, and it'll be green. When it gets into the danger zone, this will, again, it'll light up on its own, but it'll be red here, and an alarm will sound like you just heard from me checking it, and let you know that you're in the danger zone. So very cool, very great item to have whether you're traveling or camping. So I was happy I picked those up, and they are in my Milwaukee pack out camping kit for later on. Okay, so I have another thing I want to show you, but I guess I should explain what's going on before I do. This I did pay for too. They were, like I said, $17. So, I got injured at work back in 2023. My employer felt that the workload for the younger generation was just too much for them. So they dumped it on me and caused an injury on top of an injury that I already have. So what happened was I have a neck injury, and I have flare-ups occasionally, but I was getting to a flare-up point and kept warning him, stop dumping extra work on me because, I'm having issues, having problems here. I don't want to miss any work. And they didn't care. So they just dumped a huge amount of workload on me. And I ended up getting a tear in my left elbow. And then through the process of hurry up and wait with workman's comp, hurry up and wait for tests, hurry up and wait for therapies and procedures and all this stuff, I ended up tearing my right elbow at work because I was still trying to go back to work. So, but it turns out the injuries are far worse than what they thought. They thought they were just a couple minuscule tears. I guess they call it like tennis elbow or something. And the one on my left one is pretty minimal, but the one on my right one is quite substantial. So I'm looking at either a what they call a experimental procedure or surgery. And unfortunately, I'm actually opting for the experimental. But anyways, I have a substantial tear in my right arm, and I have some ligament damage. So the problem is it's going to, no matter which one I choose, the recovery time is really long, which sucks. Because it pretty much ruins my whole summer. And so how it's going to affect the channel, obviously I'm not going to be able to go camping. A lot of outdoor stuff is very subdued because I can't take the risk of falling, because the first thing you do when you fall is you put your arms out to catch you. So I don't want to risk further injury. So in the meantime, Amazon invited me to be Vine, part of their Vine program. I didn't know anything about it, and I don't know how much I can say about it other than the fact of I'm going to show you some products through their Vine program, and I will give you links to them if you are interested in them. They were given to me free for review only on the... I only accepted it because I'm allowed to say whatever I want. Because for me it would be, I don't care if it's free or not. If it's a crappy product, I'm going to tell you it's a crappy product, and that's it. And if it's a fabulous product, I'll tell you it's a fabulous product. So on that note, I do want to show you an outstanding product. And I haven't installed them, obviously, yet. Because, like I said, I'm kind of limited right now with my injury. But I have a 2-pack of these, and I'll show them to you both in a second here. These are called Brightever wall sconces. These are going to go outside my garage. They come in a 2-pack. They have multiple colors. This is the matte black version. I really liked it. Matte black go for $50. They also have them in white, and they have them in brown, but those are $70. These are not replaceable bulbs. They have a 50,000 supposedly hour life expectancy, and these things are just quality. So the only caveat to them is it's when they burn out, they burn out. It's, you know, unless you're handy and want to mess around with it, you're probably going to end up having to toss it and replace them. But the cool value on these was just too much for me to pass up. The build quality is very, very nice. They're a nice metal product. They're not real flimsy. These things weigh over 4 pounds a piece. And they just looked absolutely, totally cool. They're a bubble light. And I really like, they have the waterfall ones, which are real big right now too, and I did like those too. And I've looked at a few of them, and I'm considering them. But this bubble light, man, it's just, they're 1,000 watts too. They're a 10-watt LED. It's supposed to equal 1,000 watts for each light, which, you know, isn't a huge amount of light, but it's still, for what the product is, it's pretty cool. I think this is acrylic. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like acrylic. And it's just very cool looking. There's no glass in here. It's just the acrylic. They're completely 100% waterproof, the company claims. And so there's no glass to clean. So I thought that was kind of cool. Every once in a while, I'm sure I'll have to go out there and wipe off watermarks or something on the acrylic just to make it look good. But just the build quality was very cool. You can see the LED up in there. So as far as when they burn out, how repairable they are, I don't know. I'd have to tear this apart, and I'm not going to do that right now. But it comes with all the mounting hardware and stuff, just simple black-white ground, and then your little mounting bracket. So obviously with my arms, I can't really lift a lot right now, so I'm going to have to wait on the install. But I wanted to show these to you because they're just incredibly well-made, very nice looking. They are, let's see here. They're 13 inches high, 4.5 inches wide, and then with the back piece, they are about 6 3/4 or 5 3/4 deep. Sorry. And I looked at a wide variety of different outdoor lights, and I just really liked the design of these. A little more modern looking, sleek looking. So once I get these hooked up outside at some point, you'll see them probably in a follow-up review to show what they look like when they're hooked up and lit up and stuff. But I was just really impressed with the quality of them, how they were built, put together. And at the price point, I mean, $50. You know, if you get a few years out of them, that's awesome. But very, very nice looking light. Okay, so as far as the channel goes, you know, you guys are going to have to give me some suggestions here. I mean, I bought a ton of tools, but I'm going to be really limited on what I can do with my arms until I find out the course of action, which is there's an injection series I would have to go through, and recovery time is at 3 months, or full-blown surgery, which I really don't want to do. You know, and that's got a long recovery time too, so it's pretty much my whole summer. So I'm really not sure how I'm going to go about, you know, the camping situation and stuff. Obviously, the stuff I do majorly on this channel is going to be out, you know, kayaking and biking and stuff like that. So the Amazon Vine program kind of came along at an opportune moment, you know, to be able to review some stuff. So if there's anything you guys are interested that you want to see, I mean, until I can get back out there with the camping and hiking videos and stuff, let me know. I'll see if there's any of the tools I can review, you know, that obviously aren't going to cause me any damage. And I'll update you as soon as I find out the course of action, what's going to go on, because I'm hoping for a quicker determination and a quicker recovery time to where I can at least do some things. I'm sure I'm not going to be totally out for the whole summer. I'll just probably be limited on range of motion and weightlifting type stuff. So I appreciate you if you stick around. Like I said, if you guys got any suggestions or comments of things you'd like to see or updates on any prior reviews of stuff, let me know. I appreciate it. If there's any gadgety type stuff or whatever stuff you want to see reviewed, let me know and I'll see what I can find. I appreciate you sticking around, and hopefully I'll be back at it soon. Alright, take care. Thanks.